There is a message from National Treasures. Please check it. In 186 BC, Xin Jue, widow of the Marquis of Dai, breathed her last. Her husband was the chancellor of the imperial fiefdom of Changsha under the Western Han dynasty. As such, Xin enjoyed a life of extreme luxury. Many of her treasures she took with her into the afterlife. Among them, her clothes. This piece was her favorite. It's unlined, soft and light. Worn over other garments, it would add an air of elegance and mystery, as the colors and patterns below were partially revealed. The plain, unlined gauze gown from 2,000 years ago could seem to be a forerunner of many contemporary fashion styles.
平肩、宽袖，然后直身，它不强调合体，但它服装和人体之间有一种叫内空间，然后它有空气在流动。
Xin Jue's tomb was packed with over 1,000 artifacts to help her in the afterlife. In clothing terms, it's like a Han Dynasty fashion show. Hundreds of pieces of silk were recovered between 1972 and 1974, the star of which is the plain, unlined gauze gown. After 2,000 years, the delicate silk has become very fragile. Today, we can only study its original appearance by making replicas. This garment is 1.28 meters long. The distance from cuff to cuff is 1.9 meters. Despite the beautifully designed collar, cuffs, and lappet, the whole piece only weighs 49 grams. The Nanjing Yunjin Brocade Research Institute is attempting a second replica. The first was heavier than the original. The problem is that density of the silk in the original garment is denier 11.2. 9,000 meters of this type of silk thread weighs 1 gram. This means that the original garment weighs just 11.2 grams. Today, even the finest silk can only achieve a denier of 14. This is because today's silkworms have been bred to be stronger, producing thicker threads. Sadly, no matter how much they work out, today's silkworms can never revert to the trim of their ancestors. To the ancient Greeks and Romans, Serica was the land at the easternmost extent of the known world. The name means the land where silk comes from. Silk was not just a commodity for trade. It helped define the character of a nation. With the overlapping lapels and the wide, straight body, the gown looks graceful, yet casual. It would allow free movement for activities like dancing.
它是自由的，人体在里面也是自由的，就人洋洋洒洒的，很自在，很心定。我认为它是一种自由。
China is a state of ancient refinement and culture. The plain, unlined gauze gown belongs to that ancient time. Yet it still influences people today. In its sense of freedom and romance, it expresses the way Chinese people dream of living.